How's it going, everyone? My name is Abaddon, and I'm here to talk about upgrades in No Man's Sky. Upgrades are essential to your journey in No Man's Sky. They increase survivability, increase the damage you dish out, help you fly further, travel faster, and much more. Where do we find upgrades in No Man's Sky? You'll fly to your nearest space station and go up this ramp. There are 3 sections: Exosuit, Starship, and Multi-Tool. In the back of the Exosuit terminal here, you could purchase a slot to increase the number of upgrades you could have or increase the amount of things you could hold. When I talk to the aliens sitting here, you see there are 2 sections: trade Nanite Clusters for blueprints or purchase upgrade modules. These blueprints are upgrades you could craft on your own with materials to increase survivability or much more. Upgrade class and upgrade modules. Upgrade modules are purchasable benefits that you could purchase with Nanite Clusters, and each of them has a class C, B, A, and S. S being the highest tier and having the biggest percentage upgrades. So what are Nanite Clusters? How do we get them? All of these technology modules take them, and even buying blueprints takes them. So how do we get them? You open your Discovery tab, and it'll show all the planets you've been to and all of the things you've scanned. I go to this planet here, and as you can see, I have creature information of the fauna. You could upload that information, and you're gifted with Nanite Clusters. At the top it says I've only uploaded 2 of 5 of the species, and if I upload all 5, I get 250 nanites. There'll be a golden paw at the top right that you could click and hold the X or square button on, and it'll upload all data, and you'll be gifted the clusters. You can also upload the flora or waypoint information for additional Nanite Clusters. Slotting upgrades. So how do we slot upgrades once we get them? Well, you'll see that at the bottom I have the Cyclotron Ballista, and each of those upgrades has a purple outline around them. That means they are working in tandem and that the Cyclotron Ballista is benefiting from it. Each of my upgrades that are linked have an outline around them. These upgrades can boost the efficiency, the damage output, and much more. There also appears to be some upgrades that don't have to be directly linked, such as ones for the launch thrusters. However, it doesn't apply to everything, and you have to do your own testing to find out. As you can see on my multi-tool, it is the same as well. If you have too many upgrades on one piece of equipment, it'll cause the upgrades to overload it, meaning you get no benefits from the upgrades that you have. So if I put another S-class tier upgrade on there, it would cause all the other upgrades to overload, and I have to delete one. There are upgrades you could craft that are class B, which allegedly do not cause overloads, no matter how much or how high tier the upgrades are. So keep that in mind. Technology slots are very important, and they can be found on both your Exosuit and your Starship. As you can see in my Starship technology slots, I have upgrades for my warp drive, which allow me to visit different star systems. They also are not connected to the warp drive itself. Using technology slots allows you to have more space in your general inventory for materials and other upgrades. And the technology slots on the Exosuit, which you purchase at the Exosuit upgrade terminals, I have upgrades for my jetpack, and I get the benefit of them without them being connected to the jetpack in the main Exosuit inventory. So let's talk about min-maxing upgrades and upgrade swaps. So if I wanted to add an upgrade to any of these things that I already have upgrades on, for example, the Cyclotron Ballista, I could put an upgrade on the right side over the chromatic metal. What that will do is cause the Cyclotron Ballista to overload and all the upgrades to fail. Then what you do is you'll break down the least beneficial upgrade and swap it out that way. Finding the best upgrades will take time, and you'll be swapping them out constantly, especially if you find a better ship than the one you're currently using and have to swap them out and start over from scratch. So don't be too afraid to break them down or try out new combinations and look for better ones. In this clip, I'll be showing the benefits of the Analysis Visor upgrade. As you can see right here, I get over 90,000 for a creature upload. The number of credits depends on the rarity of the creature, and here I get over 30,000 for scanning. So that upgrade is very beneficial, especially when you're just starting off. Getting a better multi-tool and getting the most out of your decision. So as you can see here, there's a multi-tool I could purchase. This multi-tool is a higher tier, class A, and also has higher damage output and higher scanner proficiency. What happens if I were to accept that and buy it? Well, I'd lose every single one of those upgrades that I have. So what you want to do before purchasing is break down every upgrade so you could salvage some credits and some materials, which you can use either to sell or for other things, so you at least get something back. And then you have to go hunting for new upgrade modules to put in your new multi-tool. There are the same amount of classes as there are for upgrades, C, B, A, and S, S being the highest tier, so sometimes you might want to wait before swapping out. One thing to look out for is the number of slots something has. A multi-tool could have up to 24 slots in it. If you find something with 24 slots, you may want to swap it out immediately because the upgrade capability could possibly outshine the one that you currently have. Sometimes when you're in a miner settlement, there'll be a mission that you can complete that will allow you to be gifted a multi-tool. Don't worry if you don't have the materials necessary, as you can press leave and it will not cause the mission to fail. So you could go get the materials necessary and you'll be able to complete the mission when you come back and speak to the alien again. You'll see that the multi-tool is different. One thing to note is that the scanner is 1% less than the one that you could purchase. So sometimes the one that they offer you is not the same. The difference with this is that you don't use units to purchase it. It's a free multi-tool. You'll just have to repair it with materials, which can be costly, but sometimes it's worth it. You always want to look at the number of slots it has. If it's more than what you have, or if it's 24, which is the maximum, you'll absolutely want to get it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck out there.